welcome to another First Five. Today we find ourselves in Matthew chapter 27, verses 45 through 56. This is the story of Jesus' last moments alive. This is the moments that he's hanging on the cross and he dies for the sins of all people. And I know that today is Tuesday and that we actually will really focus on this on Friday, because Friday is Good Friday, the day that we remember Jesus dying for us. But today I want to do that as well. And so as I read these verses, I just hope that you can put yourself in a prayerful mindset and just meditate on these words and remember what Jesus did for you and did for me, in the sense that he came down, became human, and then died this kind of death, so that you and I can live life to the fullest. So meditate on these words with me. Matthew 27, verse 45 says this: "From the 6th hour until the 9th hour, darkness came over all the land. About the 9th hour, Jesus cried out in a loud voice, 'Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani,' which means, 'My God, why have you forsaken me?' When some of those standing there heard this, they said, 'He's calling Elijah.' Immediately, one of them ran and got a sponge. He filled it with wine vinegar, put it on a stick, and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, 'Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him.' And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook and the rocks split. The tombs broke open, and the bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs, and after Jesus' resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, 'Surely he was the Son of God.' Many women were there, watching from a distance. They had followed Jesus from Galilee to care for his needs. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee's sons." A lot of times in church, because we have the blessing of knowing the end of the story, we know the blessing of knowing what happens in chapter 28 of Matthew, which is the glorious resurrection of Jesus. But because we know the end of the story, often we make the mistake of not really thinking and living in the moment of what was Friday. And so I hope that you actually join us on Friday as we meditate on what happened that day. But I also hope that this morning you can take a moment to just remember that Jesus died for you. And don't necessarily skip to the happy ending, but actually find hope in what happened on the cross, not just what happened by the emptying of the tomb 3 days later. I hope this is a message of hope for you. And we'll see you later for another First Five.